Watch out for that tree.
Yeah, Mike, it's a 2017 Rubicon Recon Edition, 4.5-inch lift, Metal Cloak on 35s, and ready to have fun with this.
All right, I'm excited to see the Metal Cloak suspension work today. Let's go wheeling.
Watch that side for me. Yeah. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Can I get somebody on this side to help me watch on that side? Somebody who knows what they're watching for. Dave. Come over here and help them keep an eye on that side. Okay. You ready? All right, got it this way. Well, I'll be. No problem.
Looking good. That line, nothing wrong with that. Let's see, you might come down on your belly. That is like 1/2 inch of clearance. Nice. Good climbing.
Alright, this screen is the same way we brought Ruby. Try to park your armor. Actually, back up just a little bit. Don't let him fall back, Dave. Alright, that's good. I want to make watch this here. Alright, down come. We're going to come down the same time. Right now. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Back out. Alright. There you go, Bob. Well, no, Chatter, you're about that side. Nice drive, Mike.
Your differential is sitting on the tire, and no tire is making contact with the tire. So you're either going to have to bump it really hard or reposition yourself. So you can do this, no problem.
Boom! Sounded like a Yoda.
Yep, that's right.
Kind of like a tin can rolling down the road.
With some change in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's testament to the technology.
Yeah, that's great. Watch your tree. You're clear, you're good.
Yeah.
Nice driving, Mike.
Hold up.
Wyatt, what do you think?
Oh, they just put somebody in
Yep.
Not your grab bar, or is that?
No, it's just factory. All right, we're on the rock slider. Oh man, all right, rear tire's coming up. Woo! Nice.
Hey, what's your name?
Mike Butts.
Mike Buzz, Wyatt Bell. Nice to meet you, Mike.
Nice to meet you.
Mike, you got a really awesome rig. Tell me a little bit about it.
It's 2017 Rubicon Recon Edition. It's actually got the Metal Cloak 4.5 suspension on it. It's got 35-inch on fuels. A couple other options. Got the winch on there, 10,000 winch, rock sliders. Something brand new to me. We just got it a couple weeks ago, so this is a wholly new thing to me. I'm used to racing, not going slow over big obstacles.
Okay.
So wanted to come out here, really wanted to test out the rig to see what its capabilities were. Didn't know its flexible capabilities. I had gone out west with my girlfriend over here, wherever she is,
Sure.
and saw a lot of the things out there. We went out to a big area called Borrego Springs, and these Jeeps out there have tens of thousands of dollars put into them. So when we got into this one, we saw the Proving Grounds site through Expeditionaries, Jeep Expeditionary, I think it was.
Okay.
And I checked it out, and I said, well, cool, there's a place local, we can actually go do something. And for me, it was a test. I wanted to see what, one, I could do, and what the Jeep was capable or incapable of doing. Well, I didn't get scared, but I was a little concerned in certain spaces, making sure that I was safe, and the staff here did a fantastic job of positioning me in the right place, or saying, no, stop right there, let's back up, position again. So it was a really, really awesome experience.
Thanks, man. There's a lot of questions I want to ask.
Sure.
Going back to the beginning, what did you used to race?
I did autocross racing. I've had Mazda RX-7s, a Mustang GT, a few other vehicles that I raced with. So that's a closed circuit race that you're actually not racing wheel to wheel, you're actually racing time.
Sure.
So we had tracks over at Fort Monroe years ago, and then they moved it out to Pungo Airfield. And I've been out of that for many years because it got too expensive.
Yes. And you found a new hobby that's...
I found a new hobby a few weeks ago when we got this. We had a Dodge Ram that we really started having some concerns with, and wanted to get something new. When we saw this, it was already had a few options built on it. So we really wanted to look at something that, one, had the quality options, and it had the quality build, so we could start from there.
Yes.
And that's what's the nice part, that it did have some really nice lift on it. The Metal Cloak suspension is fantastic. We flexed it all the way out on Big Daddy to really see what it could do. So I'm highly impressed right now.
Yeah. And I will stop you there, and I will say that it makes a difference. You know, just like you probably know from your racing experience, you know, name brand matters.
Yes.
You spend a little bit extra money on the Metal Cloak, you were probably getting a little bit more flex, a little bit more rigidity, a little bit better quality metal. So yeah, I appreciate you pointing that out. Out of everything in the park, what would you say is your favorite?
I really like this obstacle here
Mount
because
Flexmore.
Mount Flexmore, because it makes you think. Because even though you think you're lined up to do it, one little move and you're slipped off and you get out of position. I did it, I think, 4 or 5 times, and each time it was a different experience of trying to get up and over. Of course, the last one I sent it a little bit, but it's fine. You know, bounced around, it was all good. But you do have to really think about that obstacle of how to get over. And then coming over from the other side, again, it's a totally different experience because you're trying to get up and onto a tire and then go off the back side and then going back through the trees here. So
Absolutely. It's got to make you feel better getting your differentials hung up on rubber, right, instead of tires.
Yeah, you know, pumpkin smashing is I think a term I heard earlier. It's okay. Trying not to break anything day one.
Yes.
But that, again, that's what I like. It's more of a nice environment. You can see what's going on. People were paying attention, which was a big deal. It's not everybody just, hey, go out there and break something. People are paying attention to what's going on, so you don't get into a bad position. And if you do, it's just back up, let's reset, and let's try a little slightly different route.
Yeah.
You know, for me, it was one, learning the Jeep, learning the locks, learning how to turn with locks. It was a little bit of a learning experience today. I know a couple people said, well, you made it look really easy. Well, the rig makes it look really easy.
Right.
But you still have to get behind the wheel and do it.
Yep. You got a Jeep that's pretty well done, but is it done?
Nope.
what else is in store for it?
We're picking up Falcon 3.3 fully adjustable reservoir shocks.
Oh, wow.
These have seen about the end of their days. We've got the XRC bumper that we're looking at, the Smitty built Atlas XRC bumper. Believe the XJ has the similar one that we're looking at. We're gonna leave the front bumper the way it is for right now because it's got the winch and everything already attached.
Got it.
Realistically, that, and then of course we don't have a soft top, so we've got to get our soft top and our bimini. Right now, that's why I took the hard top off, left at the house. So I have nothing if it happens to rain today.
Gotcha. Well, that's just part of the Jeep life.
Yeah,
Thankfully, these things are designed to get wet for the most part.
Yeah.
And for the viewers that don't know, what are you feeling in your shocks that make you think it's time to replace them?
I've noticed, because I do a lot of street drive, and I've noticed that I'm getting a lot of dip, and especially in the right rear. So I'm thinking that I've got some age, and they're about 3.5, 4 years old now, and I'm getting a lot more dip. We do know that my ball joints were bad, so I've got those replacements coming in now.
Cool.
So I figured worst case, something else happened today, wasn't a big deal, the new ones are going on there. Yeah. But we also wanted to go upgrade to something that is streetable, because I do a lot of time on street and comfortable, and then it's just a flip of a switch and go to something that I can actually have all the fun I want to out here. And it really is, it's a flip of the switch on those. I've talked to a couple of people that have the Falcons. Yeah.
Adjustment on the reservoir?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
There's actually a flip knob on the reservoir that you can actually adjust from a streetable right to off-road.
I might have to go investigate those for myself.
Yeah.
Now, another thing you said was the rear bumper.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the factory bumper?
Well, one does not have a receiver. I don't really like the factory receiver, the way it mounts. So I wanted something a little more stout.
Okay.
Even though these are only capable of about 3,500 pounds, I wanted something, one, that would have a built-on receiver, and then it also has the tire holder to get it off of the gate.
Gotcha.
Because with oversized wheels, I really didn't like having that much weight on the gate.
Of course.
And then when you open it up, it actually has jerry can holder, jack holder, and I believe his model has a propane tank holder, but the one we looked at has 2 jerry can holders.
Okay. And just to make sure we're on the same page, when you're talking about the oversized tires on the hinge, there's issues with that on this particular model, or you just don't want to chance it?
I don't want to chance it. I know we've got quite a bit more weight holding on that hinge now than what is stock. And that was one of my concerns. I wanted to get that weight off of there, especially if we're going to be doing a dramatic amount of off-roading.
Right.
That's all I need is bounce, bounce, snap.
Yes.
That's a bad day. So that's looking at, first of all, we're going to get operational upgrades done, which are the shocks. That's a necessary operational. And then we can go look to aesthetics and other operational. Sure. So the shocks is definitely the first thing we're doing. Hopefully that's within a couple of weeks, and then we'll start looking at aesthetics things. We don't need to do the fenders because it's already got the Metal Cloak fenders on it, which gave us more than enough clearance. I even touched Big Daddy with the one, so apparently I'm responsible for I'm responsible for the first ding on the truck.
Did you get that on camera, by the way?
We'll see.
Let's go take a look at that real quick. So tell me what happened with this bumper. Like, what was going on when you did this damage?
We took the hard way over this time through the mud. And we had to have an extra weight on the right side. We got the front down, we brought the back side up, and it just started slipping down. And when it finally came off, I almost threw the other partner out. He went kind of flying out the side here, but we ended up just getting on the plastic piece here. I mean, if I really felt like it, I could heat it up and straighten it back out, but it probably needs to come off anyway.
So that happened as you were coming down, Big Daddy?
Yeah, it came and slipped down off Big Daddy this way, and that's what pulled it up there. But as you can see, these are not going to take any kind of a hit. It just rolled it right off of there. So
as you were coming down off of Big Daddy, your tire flexed and pushed up so much that it came into your bumper? Is that what happened? Wow. Yeah.
Which is good. It's got character now.
Yeah, we talked about it. Now you got a nice badge of honor to take home and a story to tell your experience at the Proving Grounds. So any advice for people that haven't came out here yet?
It's an awesome experience. The staff is absolutely fantastic. Everybody knows what's going on here. They're keeping an eye out of what's going on. They're really looking at what you and your rig are capable of doing. Now, there's some stuff like the small two-wheel, two-door. I didn't think he would be able to get over that, and he sent it and got right on over, but everybody was watching really close to make sure we weren't getting to tipping points. I think it stopped me 2 or 3 times because I was getting to that point, and we just slightly reset or add some counterweight, and it actually set me right in place. I think I made it over Big Daddy 3 times. Last time gave me my badge. So
that's not bad, man. 1 out of 3. You're probably getting a little bit more and more comfortable every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know that we had somebody go over it 3 times, so that might be a first.
Well, with the rig, again, you know, I've got some experience with doing all sorts of driving. The rig had so much capability. After the first round, I felt a lot more comfortable in trying the different obstacles. I think I've done every obstacle at least 3 times now.
Nice.
Just trying them all out at different angles, different ways. And you know, Big Daddy has a number of different ways to clear that obstacle, and each way is totally different.
Yep.
It makes the Jeep flex totally different. You end up with a loss of traction one way and more traction another way. It is a really unique obstacle. And then same thing with Flexmore, you come off it any number of ways. Of course, you've got the easy way to get over, but coming up the pole, and it just really matters where you grab that first tire, because you're either going to push off and then you can, you know, leave your mark on the tree if you like. I preferred not to do that today.
Yes.
I was trying to stay away from that. I had one time where I got a little fast on it, and I was like, all right, let's stop and calm down. But the other side, coming up and over the tires, made it a totally different maneuver to try to get up and over. So it was really cool.
Well, I appreciate all that insight, man. It's a great amount of detail. And tell me how you found us.
I was looking at the different groups in the area. I believe Jeep Expeditionary, a friend of mine, is involved in that. I've got several friends now that have Jeeps, because you see one Jeep, you're going to see 5 in one day. And one of my friends had brought up Jeep Expeditionary, and then I saw Brittany's post on Expeditionary about the Proving Grounds. We started looking at it. We started looking at Where to Wheel. And it's funny that some of the pictures on Where to Wheel are from where she used to Jeep out in California. So there's a culvert stack.
Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
That's actually at Borrego Springs.
Okay, cool.
So that's what she grew up on. And so we really got into it. We watched all the YouTubes that come through. And I reached out to Brittany because we went and got our membership, and I said, well, my problem was that I do outside sales. So anytime I could get a phone call that I need to go, so I said, look, will let you know if something happens on a Saturday morning or whatever day we do these events. That way you can open it up to somebody else. And she had an issue with somebody opened up today. Cool. That allowed me to come out and really experience this. And I'm signed up for every one of them. If I get drawn, fantastic. If not, you know, I understand. We got to get enough people in here to make this thing get built and do it right.
I appreciate your commitment to the mission, and thanks for telling me your story and how you got here, man. And I just want to tell the people at home, if you guys would like to have a similar journey and experience, make sure you head over to W2WParks.com, make a transaction, whether it be a subscription or voting for obstacles. And then once you're done there, head over to the W2W Proving Grounds on Facebook, take a look at our calendar of events and mark that you're interested or that you're going. And then from there, we'll be able to pull you, and you might be able to have a chance to come out here and wheel with us. It's all working towards the goal of being able to bring an off-road park to Hampton Roads. So like this video, share this video with your friends, and we look forward to seeing you guys out here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.